Hey Pixies! So today we're going to do a manicure with these Copper Claws dips. I'm using, I think, these three: Butternut, Treasure Island, and Love Potion. I am not sure which of these are still available. However, I think Treasure Island is one that stays around. I'm not sure about Butternut or Love Potion, what will happen with those. But I do love Copper Claws. I've used them in several videos now. So I do love their products, and I wanted to get some fall colors and do a fall manicure. I really loved these two. I don't have a color like that, so I wanted to get those two, and then I thought that this would just pair so beautifully with Butternut. So I think we're going to do Butternut on these two fingers, Love Potion on my ring and thumb, and then Treasure Island on my middle finger, and I might ombre it onto one or two fingers as well. So we'll see how I feel about that as we're putting it on. I'm also using my Double Dip liquids. I have some cupcake liners, nail file, and since we're using dip liquids, I do have my clears. I have two because this one's for solids and this one is for glitter, so I will be encapsulating in clear as well. I really love Copper Claws, and I've purchased from them since they first launched. So I have been purchasing from them for almost a year now, and I've never been disappointed with any of their products. They're so good. I do not have a discount code for Copper Claws. I just purchased them and use them because I like them. And I do have a discount code for Double Dip. These are my favorite by far dip liquids. So I do have a discount code for them, which will be linked down below. I am going to get started by putting Butternut on my... No, I just did that wrong. Okay, we're going to get started with Love Potion because I've already got some dip base on here, so we're gonna switch over real quick. It's been one of those days. So let's get this open quick before our base dries. Oh no. I hope our base doesn't dry. Okay, let's see what we can get to stick here. Alright, we did pretty good there. I just sat Butternut off to the side there since I totally started putting the base on the wrong finger. Hopefully that's the worst thing that happens with this manicure. So that is going on our thumb and our ring fingers. So I'm just going to pour over my ring finger as well, and then we'll do our second dip, dipping in. But I really love her dips. Her solids are super, super smooth, and her glitters are always beautiful. I loved this purple Love Potion. It's purple and red. It's gorgeous. So I had to get it. I don't have a whole lot of fall colors. I don't have a lot of small business fall colors, so I've been trying to purchase some just so I can have some in my arsenal. Dust off. We did miss some there. So I'm going to pour some more in here because we're going to layer a finger in for the second dip. All right, I'm going to apply it to my index and pinky. I'm going to pour a little bit more in, and I'm going to lay my finger in this time. All right, now Treasure Island. Do you see how smooth they go on? I mean, seriously? That probably only needs cleaned up around the cuticle. And actually this one too. I mean, they're super, super smooth. Treasure Island. I'm pouring that in. I might just lay my finger right into it. Not sure yet. Actually, yeah, I usually do a base layer of a solid color for my chunkies, but we're just gonna go all in here. I'm going to pour over as I normally would, and then pat everything down super quick. Pat like your life depends on it. Clean up the cuticle. Get any excess off. It's very stressful doing chunkies with dip liquids. So those of you that can't do gel and you always use dip liquids, God bless you, because whew, it stresses me out. And I know I have some pieces standing up here. Let's try to get them off. Because it dried almost instantaneously. This is just some peel base. I'm going to go through, since we're definitely doing a second dip, and I am just pulling off a couple of these pieces that wanted to stand like straight up, because we'll be filling it in when we do our second dip. So I'm just going to kind of rub them off because it's going to get covered up anyway. Now those will probably lay flat. Okay, we're okay. We got this. We got this. Do we got this? I don't know. I just know I gotta get this on like super inhuman fast and get in that, and it's stressful. It's stressing me out. I've been using gel for so long now that I feel like I don't move fast enough. That's why I'm trying to do it like this, because I feel like I'm so not fast enough anymore with the cleanup and everything. Okay, I have a few spots that we'll take care of when we file. I have a couple spots up here at the tip that I am going to attempt to put some glitter on. Okay, that worked pretty good. I just need to get the tip saturated right here because it's kind of missing some of the glitter. So I'm just pouring over and then immediately patting it down. We're a little bumpy, which is freaking me out, but I think we'll be okay, hopefully. Let's do our solids first. So I'm going to do butternut squash, and I'm going to apply this. Now the reason that we do the clear coat is to protect it when buffing and filing. This one is gorgeous and it really doesn't need anything, but we're going to apply our double dip clear just in case, because I do want to go around the edges and just buff it slightly, just because that's what I like to do. So this is my clear for my glitter, and you usually need to apply a little extra product and have a good bit because it kind of soaks in those glitter pieces and it feels like you're not getting any product on your nail. And I'm just going to soak up that extra and then press down a little bit in a few spots that are a little uneven, just to help me out when buffing and filing, because it does stay tacky, but there's kind of an in-between area where it's starting to dry, but you can still kind of press it a little bit. All right, I'm going to activate. All right, so I'm going to see what I can do with that for buffing and filing. I'm going to wait about a minute, buff, file, and reshape. I'll link my filing video here for you to show you how I do my buffing and filing. And once I'm done with that, I'll be back. Okay, we're done buffing, filing, and reshaping. I'm going to activate one more time. I just rinsed my nails after I was done buffing and filing. I rinsed them with just water and then dried everything off good, and now we're going to activate that second time. And I was able to save the middle finger. It was not without difficulty. I had a good bit of buffing and filing to do since everything dried so quickly, but the important part is that we saved it in the end. So I'm going to let that sit for about a minute and then wipe it off to top coat. Okay, now I'm just going to wipe off any excess activator. And we're going to top coat. So to top coat, 2 to 3 quick brush strokes per nail. You want the brush to be in contact with the nail the least amount possible so that your brush doesn't harden on you. So I'm just going to do real quick little brush strokes there and wipe my brush off in between. Okay, I'm going to wait just a few seconds. And now you can do your more detailed top coat. Make sure you're getting all of the edges. And if you want longevity with your manicure, you will cap your free ends by going around the ends. And then we will wait. Double dip dries pretty quick. Mine usually dries in 2 minutes or less. Sometimes it's a minute. I think it kind of depends on the humidity levels, etc. So mine usually dries pretty fast. All right, here's our finished manicure. I totally love this. This is complete fall vibes and I am digging it, especially as purple. So I'm going to apply some cuticle oil, and while I do that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube recommend it to others. Make sure you're subscribed, notifications on. I have new videos every Monday and Thursday. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or find me on Instagram at tippingpixie. That's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.